Hi all, welcome back to Learning Partner. So, if you are not aware, like Angular 22 got released. So, with Angular 22, we got some major updates. Some new things are there, some which were in the testing beta mode that are stable now. So, we are going to see everything. Okay, so now if you visit the Angular application, also here you can see 22 is over here. So, like before, only 21 was there, but now we got 22. So, in 22, we got some things in production mode ready, some things are in testing, right? So, we will see everything. Now, so these are the new or major things we have got. Signal form is stable now. Async resource API, template feature. In template, we have some things coming up. In router also, we have some new things coming up. Lazy service. How we used to use the dependency injection to load it? That something new we got. Angular area is again into production mode. Agentic tools, right? So MCP was there now. Web MCP is also coming into the picture. AI Studio is also coming into the picture. Chain detection. By default, now it is on your on push only, right? So let's see one by one. Now the most major thing what we got is the signal forms are stable now. So here you can see this is the syntax what you if you have checked the previous one. So something similar syntax we had. So first we have to create a signal with what number of properties I am going to have in my form. Then we initialize the signal by using form and all the validation and everything we specify like this. So let's say this is the form. So let's say required. So payment type. So payment type is required. Then let's say amount, minimum, maximum greater than one. So all the validation we provide like this. So signal form is production ready. So those who have tried, so when Angular 21 was released, something new syntax was there. But again, in the patch version, they changed the syntax, right? But now it is in the stable. So production ready, signal forms are ready. We should be good to use this in our live project. Okay. Then validation. So again, like the same validation rules. So your rule with for which property you are adding this rule and the message. Okay. Then template binding. How do you bind it? So form field was there. So previously in previous initial version, it was something form. Now it is form field. In then it was field also. Okay. So as it is stable now, we can go ahead and use it. Invalid, validation. How do we show it? Everything is there. Then area is also you can use. Okay. Now, so signal form is production ready. That is the major feature of Angular 22. Then async resource API. So whenever you are doing the API call, so till now we are making the API call by using HTTP client library, right? If you want to show the loader, then again we write the custom code or sometimes we use RxJS to show the loader. But if you have an API call, right? So you can use resource and Rx resource is also there. So resource API is there, which by default it has loader. So till the API call is going on, you can write something, you can show and hide loader. So many things we have got, right? So resource, if you are not new, so this is the same syntax, but again, it is in the production ready. Okay. Then template, this is the major thing. So, when you create the component, we got template. So in template, now directly you can use the spread operator. Previously, this was not possible. Let's say you have a component where you need to pass an array, so you can use the spread operator like that, right? So it will get you all the data from this, and plus you are passing so whatever. Let's say in this array you have 3 elements, so total 5 array you are passing it over there. While calculating also, let's say you have a function which expect an array and some extra parameters, so you can use like this also. So you can use spread operator directly into the template now. Second is comment. You can add a comment now. Previously, this was not possible. In the element, we used to write the normal comment. But now within element, you can write the comments like this. This is perfectly fine. Then host directive. So we are going to see it again more in where it was. Yeah, sorry, here it is. So if you have created a directive where while adding a directive, you are adding a dependent directive also. So this is the directive, this is the main directive, but wherever you add this directive, another two directives also you need to add. So this is your menu button directive, but wherever you add the menu button directive, these two other directives also should work on the same. So if if you while using it, wait, I think I didn't add that. So let's say you have created this directive and just a minute. Let's say I have a p tag and onside that p tag I'm using a directive. Okay, what is the directive? So let's say menu button directive I'm adding over here. So Once you add this directive, all the dependent directive, whatever you said, that will get by default added. Okay. But let's say you added this directive one more. Now this is getting reduplicated, right? Because in this directive itself, you have added the child directive. So now there will be two instances of focusable directive. So now in Angular 22, they even though you by mistake add it, so it will only consider only a single instance of focusable directive. Okay. So this is the new thing what we got. Then arrow function. In template only now you can use the arrow function. Let's say you have a signal and that signal value you want to update. Let's say you have a update button of the, you have add to cart button and there you have plus button. You want to update a quantity. So instead of creating a function and then updating the signal, you can directly use over here now. Switch block. Now here you can see, let's say you have a switch case, and in switch case, the same paragraph you need to show for pending and processing. So previously we used to have two different cases, but now it's like either or. You can use two cases, and for these two cases, only this paragraph will render. This is the new thing. So for template only we had major things. Then router. In router we have got something, navigation. So if you know React, so in React we used to use these things a lot, kind of a history, what was the previous one, what is the next one. You used to capture that data. So similar to some experimental things. Again, this is experimental. This is supposed to change when, let's say, in 23 or 24 these things will come into the production. Okay, so some navigation APIs are coming into the feature. Okay, let me see if I have written the code. So in your app config, you add it like this. If you want to start using it, auto cleanup is there. Let's say sometimes we store the data, route data. You navigated with something and you store the data, and you have to clean up. So that cleanup is possible right now with this. Okay, scroll behavior, then detach handler, destroy detach handler when means whenever you have just a minute. Okay, so this is also when we talk about routing, so you can consider that navigation API is the new one what we got. Lazy service. So till now, how we used to inject us. Let's say you have a service and you want to inject. So previous like by default injector constructor used to do that. But now asynchronous is something you can pass. So you are passing a asynchronous dependency injection. So here we have injectAsync and you can pass the input. Okay. Then at the rate service. So we had at the rate injectable. A new replacement of it is at the rate service. Okay. Instead of this at the rate injectable, you have got service now, which will again behave the same. Inject async API. So this is an example what we discussed earlier. So you can inject a service by inject async API. So dynamic service you need, in asynchronous service object you need. So you can use await and everything. So that you know. Okay. Then prefetch, I think again it is part of the configuration. I am also yet to figure out everything. This is dynamic import, nothing but okay, smaller bundle size. So initially it won't be there. So asynchronous. Okay. Then Angular areas are in the production mode. So if you have checked like what is area for accessibility and everything, so that is also again in the production mode. Agenting tool. So MCP server was already there, but now we have got web MCP also. So on the web browser also you will be able to access some things. AI platform, Google's means that AI studio we have, Google's AI studio. So you can integrate that also. Okay, this is new thing. One more major thing. So most of the people don't go with this because yeah, again we have GitHub Copilot, Codex, and so many agents are there. So this is they have just to compete with the remaining things. They are coming with agentic mode also. Now chain detection. So till now, even with standalone component, it was by default mode was there. But now by default chain detection will be on push. Okay, this is a major change. So you don't have to add it. By default, it is on push only now. Okay, eager mode is there now. I think eager mode we got it in the previous version, but now it is there. Okay, TypeScript 6 is there. So with Angular 22, we got us dependency of TypeScript 6. Okay, so these are the all new things we have got in Angular 22. Again, the coding wise, let me show you the form, signal based form. So you create a signal like this, then you initialize your form like this with whatever the validate for what validation you have and everything. So this signal is in your now stable mode. Okay. So these are the all things what you have. in Angular 22. Soon I will be starting a series of Angular 22. This time I will try to create English and Hindi both together. English I will be doing. I have one more guy, one more person helping me. So she will be creating same content. We'll be sitting together and deciding the content what we need to deliver in particular topics. So you at the same time you will get English and Hindi tutorial also. So those who are familiar with those who feel comfortable with native language, they can use the Hindi also, or English is also there. But almost same content will be delivering in English and Hindi. So content should be the quality wise exactly same. Okay. So from Monday or Tuesday, I will be starting every day. You will be getting one episode. Okay. And those who are not aware of the new things from Angular 21, 17 or 18, 19, right? So you can start directly from the 22. Again, whatever things are there from 17 still will be the same. Fine. I hope this information was helpful to you. In video description, you will be finding a link to join WhatsApp group. You can directly connect with me with your queries. For mock intros, we are taking mock intros. You can connect with that. Any career advice, you can connect me on my WhatsApp. Thank you.